and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. My name is Fizz. We are back with some more ARK Genesis 2 teasers and stuff and things. It's the next day for me, and the stream is literally about to end as I am recording this. So they've done a fantastic job on this 24-hour stream. Congrats to Zane, Cedric, and Josh, and everyone else in the background, Luke, and you know, all the other people that were helping that whole time. They did a phenomenal job. Lindsay as well, I forgot about her as well. So congratulations. Wildcard, about, I think, like, how much? $175,000 they've raised. Yep, $175,000 they've raised for Extra Life. Incredible milestone right there. But that's not all. We have so many new things when I was sleeping to go over for all the concepts. So let's get started on this one right here. Now, this one is a particular fan favorite of theirs, and they were talking about it being more of an inspiration from Aberration. Now, they didn't go into detail too much about it, but they did say this is going to be a very hard zone to be living in. It's going to be a hard zone to terrain through, and it's going to have a lot of different mysteries, aspects, and a lot of surprises in it. And I'm excited to see what it is. To me, you know, first just looking at it, right, it does have that Aberration kind of feel. It also feels like a water feel, you know. It's not water. I mean, granted, this is water probably, right? This is a waterfall right here, you know, this is all water. But I get more of a, you know, like fantasy, very fantasy, and more of like a, I don't know, it kind of looks like candy, to be honest. I kind of want to eat all of it. It's just very bright colors, very fluorescent, and it looks really cool. So I'm excited to see what this actually is in, like, an in-game mechanic, because, like, obviously this is super paintery of a concept, which is fine, but you can't really get you can't get the, I mean, you can get the feel, but you can't really get the scope of the actual terrain because it's really, really roughed in. But that's fine. That's what a concept art is to get to the point and to allow, like, go off of it in the future. So I'm excited for this, and what do you guys think? Comments down below. All right, so next we have is the new tech suit. Now, this thing, okay, so this is actually kind of crazy, right? So for the Genesis 2 Chronicles, we're actually getting this as a skin, but they've also said that when you start on Genesis 2, you get this skin. So I'm wondering if it's like, you know how when you die and you respawn, you get all the skins? I wonder if it's just that skin. And they said that how they have built the system with this new tech suit is that you skin it on anything you want, including your original tech suit if you want, and it basically functions as a new suit. Now, the funny thing is, you can use this on really good flak, ride armor, ghillies, you know, get like armor that you like, and you'll still get the benefits of wearing that armor, plus the abilities of using tech abilities. So this will come with all the different tech abilities. It didn't say anything new about it, but it's a tech suit that's skinned on any armor you wear, which is really cool. And I'm excited to see, and it's going to be really interesting because you start with this when you start on the map, so it's pretty cool. And obviously, if you bought Genesis Season Pass, everyone will be getting this if you've done the Chronicles, so you get the skin anyways. Hell, I have a video in the top right, you could go check that out for the boots. The boot video is already out, pretty easy video to follow. But yeah, it's kind of interesting, and I mean, I don't know. I like this. I like it, to be honest, more than the regular tech suit. I feel like the tech suit's a little bulky in my opinion. So this is more of a slimmed down, you know, it's just more slimmed and it's more clean in my opinion. So I like it. I think it will be cool. All right, next we have is something that I'm actually quite happy about. We have a canoe. They briefly, okay, so there's a couple things they said. The canoe is going to be you'll be able to pick it up. Okay, you can have 3 people on it, and you'll be able to, the more people that are on it and that use the abilities, the faster you'll be able to go. and they did hint that there may be an actual in-storage canoe. Now they haven't confirmed because it was already super late for them, I guess, so Zane couldn't remember if it's an actual thing they're having or not. Personally, I feel like, you know, maybe having it like, I don't know, let's just say hypothetically, like there's like a 2,000 weight limit and it's like maybe like 20 different items you can have, but it's like a max of 1,000. I think that would be reasonably fine, or hell, even 500. But this is really cool because Jackson was hinting that you'll be able to pick the canoe up and go to another river, and there's going to be lots of different rivers in Genesis Part 2. So it's going to be very useful. Now, but we just talked about a tech suit, right? So obviously it doesn't make any sense why would we use this? Well, if you play in servers like mine, right, we like to play more primitive a lot of the time. We like to, you know, advance the technology slowly over the season, right? You know, something like having this canoe auto unlock, you know, super low levels, or having it, you know, unlock low level will be very useful for people. Like personally, me, I would love this. I mean, hell, the new season I was just playing on, I was on a raft for like the first day or two. So, you know, it's good thing. So I'm excited for this. I would like to hear what you guys think. I know it's kind of minute, but I think it's gonna really, I think it's gonna be really nice for the beginning game. I really like it. Next we have is the Astrodelphis. Now this is really cool of a creature. So they talked a lot about it, and Zane is very hyped for it. So it's gonna be, they kind of went into it being a smaller version of the Astrodelphis, which a lot of people are really happy for. I'm very happy for. I like the Astrodelphis a lot. You know, like if you think about it, the Astrodelphis is like a mothership, and then this will be like one of those like attack drones or something that comes from the mothership. So this is actually really cool. They basically will have the kind of same silhouette kind of style where they're both glowy, they're floaty and stuff, and they did hint about that this will be able to be tamed somewhere outside the ship. So there is going to be some sort of lunar thing happening, because we are going to be going outside the ship apparently, and we're going to have some moon boots and stuff. So I don't expect us to be building outside the ship, but I expect us to probably go out there for missions, and maybe like some sort of like a mission. Like a great example is like you got to repair the fuel sludge or something like that. You got to go outside the ship, and there's moon things, and then there's like a bunch of crap outside, you know. I could see this, you know, after the mission's over, you can go and tame a bunch of these if you really wanted to. So it's pretty cool. They said that it's got the same mechanic as the Tropa. So it's kind of interesting because they said this is a counter to the Tropa, so that means this is better than the Tropa. So interesting, huh? But it has the same fast mechanic where it's got two modes where you just put the saddle on and you can fly around and do whatever. But then if you activate the mode, you can do rocket mode and go super fast, just like the Tropa is. So pretty cool, pretty interesting. And they did say Jackson was hinting about 25 other people being able to go in the saddle. That's not true. I'm assuming it's going to be between 1 to 2, even 3 people to be able to ride on the saddle, which will be kind of cool. And yeah, they didn't specifically say how to tame it or if it's going to be breedable. I know a lot of people are disappointed that the Astrodelphis was not breedable, but you have to remember it's a balancing issue, and if they can think of a way for this to be breedable, then I can definitely see the Astrodelphis be breedable in the future, maybe. But who knows? If not, just download a mod if you're on Steam. So there's plenty of mods to do that. But what are you guys' thoughts about this? I love this thing. I think this thing looks super cool. I cannot wait to see its movement. Well, I mean, we've seen 2 concept art, but we've already seen what its saddle looks like. So I'm excited to see how it's actually going to be moving around through space and stuff. It's going to be pretty damn cool. Alrighty, next we have is the minigun. So people that are explosive maniacs, pyromaniacs, or whatever how you call it, are going to love this item. Now, it's not a simple minigun. It has to have a little bit perks and stuff. So you can actually place this down and have a remote control to shoot stuff wherever you're looking. They didn't really explain too much about it, but basically it has 2 different modes, one holding it and then the other one being placing it down. It's not an auto turret, so it will not auto target. You are in control of it, so it's going to be kind of cool. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, the big ugly one that we have now, the one that you put it on saddles and stuff, that kind of ugly thing. But this is like a smaller, more compact version, which I kind of like. I'm really excited for this. And they also said something about that it's the remote. So they didn't really explain it, but they said you could walk away with it with the remote and be able to shoot things, and it will be able to aim better with the remote. But like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, when you just place it down and just hold it anyways and just shoot like that, like, you're not gonna leave it there, right? I mean, granted, you could leave it there, but it doesn't make any sense to like walk away with it and put the remote in, because it doesn't have auto aim. So I don't know, it's amazing, it's pretty cool. They said that it's gonna have a ramp up time, so it's gonna be like, you know, like how other guns are that are like kind of machine guns to balance them out. And yeah, it's gonna be ammo heavy, and it looks pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this guy. I know a lot of people are gonna really like this. I know personally I'm gonna try it out. Hell yeah, be freaking Rambo. Hell yeah, I'm freaking being Rambo for this expansion. But anyways, tell me guys what you think in the comments down below. Now we have something that a lot of people are super excited about. We have a tech pistol. So I believe now we have covered every single item to be a tech item now. We have pistols. Oh, we don't have a shotgun. Maybe Gen 3 if they ever do that. Or maybe we'll get a one. Who knows? They specifically said they did not show everything on purpose. So anyways, the tech pistol, we got 3 different modes for it. We got a kill mode, a stun mode, and a healing mode. And the killing mode is just a laser beam, shoots pew-pews at people. The stun mode and the healing mode is pretty interesting. So they work off the more people you have that use that mode will increase the chances and also increase the I guess effect of it. So for instance, one person using the stun mode, trying to stun like a Rex, they said would take a long time to get it to stop moving, right? If they have multiple different people to a cap, they specifically said that there is a cap to how many people would work on this. Let's just say 3 people can stop the Rex within 2 seconds, you know, in place, and it's electrocuted. Same thing with the healing thing. The more people that have the healing ability open, healing something, the quicker it'll be held and maybe having a healing bump. So it's pretty cool. I hope this is the one thing I hope it is. I hope it's going to be very expensive to use, because they did say it's going to be element. I kind of wish it was its own ammo, because I can see this being a really OP weapon, just for say, you know. I kind of wish it was like elemental cartridges, like those, like you get like a bunch of these, you make them, right? They're not terribly like let's be realistic, right? If you're at the point of making tech stuff, you know, make it so like if someone is at the tech tier, it's super easy to make, but someone like new going into it is not going to want to invest into those resources, right? That would make more sense. But they did say it runs off element, so we'll see on how that is. I mean, element farming is pretty damn easy nowadays. But yeah, you got the 3 different modes, and I'm personally excited to see about the stun one, because that's kind of cool. I kind of want to see that. But tell me guys what you think in the comments down below. Next we have Rockwell's Sanction. Now this is kind of incredible, and they dropped a lot of spoilers, so if you don't want to hear any of this, come back to the next one. Okay, you ready? So they kind of specifically said that somehow Rockwell made it on his way to the ship, and he's been on the ship for a long time. And what he's been doing is he broke free from the aberration kind of control over him, right? Being that manipulative big ass thing, an aberration. And what he's doing on here is that he's actually filling his self. It's really weird. He's filling himself throughout the entire inner core of the ship to integrate himself to continue his experiments, right? So they dropped that he's bringing his creatures, his reapers, his nameless, anything that he's made on Aberration that he made with Element, he's bringing them. I believe that's also the Seekers, and there's probably some other creatures on Aberration that he made, and they were specifically saying that he made them. So I think we always knew about that in the story that he made them, but I don't think it was ever confirmed ever. And you know, this could be a confirmed thing, but I always kind of knew Rockwell made those. I was like, was it Rockwell that made it, or was it the ARK? I'm pretty sure it was Rockwell that made the nameless. But anyways, this is going to be the inner areas of the ship, and he's kind of trying to manipulate and experiment and make new creatures because he wants to make the perfect, you know, beings or whatever, perfect, you know, universe or whatever he wanted. I forgot what they were saying, but it's gross, it's they use the word, it's moisty, it's watery, it's kind of disgusting. There's eyes, tentacle things everywhere, and it's pretty gross. But you'll be able to go there, and they didn't specifically say what the hazards are. I'm assuming you'll have to wear the tech suit. There'll probably be some gas, you know. Obviously it would make sense, but if you think about it in the story wise, so he's on the ship and he's in it kind of trying to take it over, you know. It's kind of cool and everything, but yeah, it's crazy. Granted, this isn't much of a concept, right, because we've already seen the whole trailer where, you know, the big eyeball thing, right? That's probably another thing that he made, you know. Maybe it's an experiment to make a bigger monster per se. But yeah, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about this? This is cool, very cool story elements of storytelling and stuff, and you know, I'm excited to see where this goes. I mean, granted, they have been saying they've been saying that this is this is the end of the story, but I don't know. I don't really feel like it is the end. And plus, ARK sells pretty good, and Atlas was a fucking flop. Sorry, Atlas is such a floppy game. I would never want to go back to that, you know. So I think they should just keep doing ARK, maybe go back to their roots more, you know, with more dino stuff. But who knows? We'll have to wait and see, because there is an announcement at the Game Awards this year. I think it's December 10th or something. We'll have to wait and see. Anyways, let's go to the next one. All right, last but not least, it is the tech crop plot. Now, this is very cool, very interesting, and something that people have been asking for years. I'm not even joking. We've been asking for something like this for years, to have something that's better than the other one. So, a bunch of new features for this. It has a bigger inventory for shit. It has a bigger inventory for collecting the crops. It has it can be placed anywhere. They didn't specifically say if it can be placed on platforms, which I'm assuming it probably could, like the Bronto platforms, the dinosaur platforms, and be able to be monitored and watered. I kind of have a feeling that I want to know if like it's gonna have its like own like automation water system, right, where you can plug it into a pipe and it can just water things, because they did say it's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take like half the time to grow crops, and it's also gonna be it's going to be more efficient to grow them, right? So we don't know all of the stories on that, but I mean, that's kind of the basics of what we have. But it's just a better crop plot. That's all it is, and it's cool. I like it. I'm excited for this. I'm gonna be placing those all over the place. Hell, oh, could you stack them? Imagine you could stack them. It'd be pretty cool. Pretty cool. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. What was your favorite thing that we talked about? There's so many different things that we have talked about. Personally, this thing right here is pretty damn amazing. Also the minigun, and also the pistol. I think the pistol is a very interesting thing that I really want to test about. But also, what about the story aspect? Do you guys actually care about the story? Personally, I actually love the story. You know, the story can be a little bit confusing sometimes, but that's with any game. Any game is pretty damn confusing. So, but let me know in the comments down below which one of these things you're excited for, what your thoughts are, and I would love to hear some more information on it. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's it for the whole Extra Life live stream event, and that's all the things they have talked about. So what was your favorite thing? We'll probably do an update video in a couple days to you know, recap some of my favorite things and some other stuff. But thank you everyone for watching. If you want to keep donating and help them out, link in the description down below. It's right at the top link. We'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and have a good one.